Peace, soul family, peace. Welcome to my channel. So I'm Enjoli, the founder and owner of Enjoli Soul Scents Holistic Spiritual Aromatherapy Shop. Today I am at the Sip Shop and Eat Night Market in Brooklyn, New York. So this is my first pop-up shop in 16 months because I had my daughter and I took a break from in-person pop-up shops. So I'm back. I'm doing my thing. I'm a little nervous. I'm over there chit-chatting to other vendors because we had 2 hours to set up before the actual event started. So that was pretty dope. Here you see me. I rented a table from Sip Shop and Eat, which was really cool because I literally forgot my 6-foot table. So this table is 4 feet and it'll have to do for today. And it did. It did well. All right. So here I am. I gained a little weight since dropping a baby out, but this is all mom's weight. I plan on dropping this very, very soon. I'm winging her off breastfeeding, so that's a blessing. So I'm just really, really excited to be back in the space of creating and healing and just doing my thing. This is my soul's purpose. I love to talk to you guys. I love to tell you about why I started this company, why my candles help with anxiety, depression, and insomnia. So if you're new to my channel and you really don't know me that well, you don't know why I started SoulSense, I'm going to give you a little background. I started SoulSense during the pandemic. I was a preschool teacher for a half a decade right before the pandemic hit. So my life was pretty much scheduled. I worked with children literally 7 days a week. I taught Monday through Friday and I babysat Saturday and Sunday. At that time, I didn't have any children, so my life still revolved around children. I just remember during the pandemic, I got really, really depressed and anxious. I was having a lot of social anxiety because I'm so used to performing for my kids, whether that's reading books, plays, potty. I was fully used to being 100% engaging with people on my day-to-day life. And when the pandemic came, I noticed my anxiety attacks and my panic attacks heightened. And I've never been the type of person to run to pharmaceuticals, especially being West African and Cherokee Indian. My great-grandmother prided herself in being a holistic healer, and she left a lot of gems with me. And of course, I learned a lot on my way, in my way to becoming the certified Native American herbalist that I am today. So I took a aromatherapy course online. It was a 6-month aromatherapy course teaching me how to extract oils from dry flowers, from the root, from any part of the plant, how to get a fragrance from it, which was so exciting. I was like a little chemist during the pandemic in my kitchen. I came up with about 3 to 4 candles for each diagnosis, which is anxiety, depression, and insomnia. So my top sellers for each category. For anxiety, my top seller for the past 4 years is Align Me. And that's good for your heart, your sacral, and your root chakra. So not only does it help calms the mind, it helps you ground those 3 chakras that I named. It also helps you relieve and move trauma from the body through aromatherapy, which is awesome because if you're like me, regular medications are not an option. I'd rather go back to the earth and see what Mother Earth has for me to heal myself. And I've been very, very successful thanks to you all because, like I said, Align Me has been #1 for the past 4.5 years. Whoop diddy, whoop diddy, whoop. And she's always in stock, so if you head over to my website, you can definitely purchase your own Align Me, either 5-ounce or 8-ounce candle. All right. So now I also have other things on my website. I have herbal teas. I have hibiscus, Egyptian hibiscus tea, mullein leaf tea, butterfly pea tea, and raspberry leaf tea. So everything pretty much on my website and what I have to offer really ties into the mental health awareness and the mental health relief. So not only mental health but also fertility. Now, around the time that I started this company as well, I was struggling with fertility issues. I mean, boy, oh boy, oh, just thinking, I'm currently making this voiceover, you guys, and I'm looking at my beautiful child. So grateful, so appreciative of natural remedies, spiritual work, and my drive to be a mother some point in time in my life. So I started having fertility issues from about 24 all the way down to 28 and a half. I've went to radiologists to do sonograms on my womb. I had a lot of fibroids and cysts on both fallopian tubes. Now their suggestion was to put me on man-made hormones to regulate my female God-given hormones. And me knowing what I know and me being who I am, that just didn't make no sense to me. So I asked them, sorry for the flip around, I just wanted you guys to get a whole visual of the table. So I asked them, is it possible to give me 3.5 months to regulate my own hormones? And if I'm not successful, then I will look into some of the alternatives that the doctor provided. 3 months went by. I started to yoni steam twice a week, which I also sell and customize yoni steams on my website. Currently, the yoni steams that I sell on my website is for BV and yeast, fibroids and cysts, and fertility prep. All 3 things that I personally use in my day-to-day that has been successful with helping me with my fertility issues, random BV and yeast when I do decide to eat out my diet or anything like that. 3 months I stopped eating dairy, red meat. I stuck to fish. I detoxed once a month. I detoxed monthly. So 1 month I was specifically work on my blood, detoxing the blood, then my colon, then I would detox mucus, and so forth and so on. And I started to really get back into my spirituality. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. But I'm going to just express my journey. I started to call in the Oshun, Yemaya energy, because I know they govern fertility, love, and things like that. Mainly Oshun. I began to develop a relationship with her, learning about her, building an altar for her, giving her offerings and things like that. Fast forward, because I can really talk about this all day. 3 months later, I'm in my second radiologist appointment, and the fibroids and the cysts that were both on my fallopian tubes, I probably had 1 cyst on each fallopian tube. Now, compared to the clusters that I had, making it hard for my fallopian tubes and my uterus to hold a child, that was amazing. And the doctors were shocked. They kept asking me what I was doing. I told them I changed my diet. I yoni steamed. A lot of the doctors that I was speaking with didn't even know that form of holistic healing. So I already knew, 1, I'm on the right path. 2, I don't really need anything outside of myself to heal myself. And that's when I went a little bit harder. I said, you know what? It's so many women of color being misdiagnosed or mistreated due to the fact that they are trying to textbook us. And we're all individual women and men, and we all have systems that are different from one another. And what works for her might not work for me. And that just goes to show you, you can't try to practice one base form of medicine on a collective, because it's not going to work all the time. Where there's a holistic healing and we don't put a band-aid on the situation, we get right to the root of it so that we can heal the whole body, mind, spirit, and soul. We heal it so that these elements and illnesses do not return. You understand? Whereas Western medication puts a band-aid on it. They fix something but break something else. They misdiagnose you and break something in the process of trying to fix something. So it's a lot of confusion, and I'd rather not. And I don't really want to get into the system of Western medication because I'm good. I'm good. Like, you know, I know what works for me and my family. I know what works for me and my clients, and I'm staying in my lane with that. All right? I have family members that are nurses and doctors, and I love them. And their knowledge plus my knowledge it's very beneficial. But it's always good to have multiple point of views and then different perspectives on how to heal. And I'm just going to leave that like that. So as you see, my table is coming along. You see the colors, you see the vibes. I got my top selling soaps right here, which is the papaya soap. In the middle, I have my gentle yoni soap for teenagers and up. I used it during my whole pregnancy, and it helped with the hyperpigmentation, the smell, and the tightness of it. Definitely TMI, but when you're pregnant, you have a lot of extra moisture down there. It's just moist all the time, and which causes, you know, sometimes rashes because the heat and the moisture. And if you're thick in the thighs, you know, it's really not that much air coming out. So you want soap that really helps with the issue. I also have my papaya soap, which is my personal favorite and my second top seller, because it helps with rashes, bug bites, hyperpigmentation. It helps with anti-aging properties. When it tightens up the pores, it gives you that glass-looking skin afterwards. It's 100% plant-based and holistic. It's infused with fresh papaya. Right now, I'm showing you one of my candles, and that one is pepper eucalyptus, and that is for insomnia. Very, very strong, very potent, and it's basically everything that it says. Peppermint, eucalyptus, and then my 3 secret ingredients. That blends it together so very well. Yeah, and as you see me here, I'm just soaking in all the vibes, you know, setting up. I got the jitters. I may not look like it, but I'm very nervous because I haven't done this in a while. And I felt like, oh my God, what if all my knowledge disappears? Or what if I start stuttering because I'm nervous and I'm having like social anxiety again? And I did stutter a few times with a few clients, but you know, they reassured me like, listen, it's okay, like the information you're saying resonates, and if the message is accurate and if the deliverer is passionate, don't worry about stuttering. So I appreciate those clients and those customers that said that to me, because I was starting to choke up on my words a bit. So that's one of the Yoni steams right there in that beautiful package. You see my beautiful logo, every freaking wear, fibroids, and cysts right there, BV and yeast. And I think I was sold out of all my fertility prep for this event. Thank you for everyone who's purchased a Yoni steam off of my website. I appreciate you. I am working on the postpartum Yoni steam, and I'm also working on the men's phallus steam that helps with the prostate and sperm count. So I've been working on that for a little minute. I'm gonna have my fiance test the men's one out again, because the first one that I made for him about 2 years ago, he said that it felt really, really well. And it definitely boosted up his sperm count because boom, we got this baby. So fellas, ladies, if you know your man, you don't really like to go to the doctor like that, he's having fertility issues himself, he smokes a lot or drinks a lot, or, you know, just had a lot of injuries to the phallus area, the steam will absolutely help with blood flow, which will help with the sperm count and healthy sperm and stuff like that. So just give me some time, and that will be on my website soon, because I can't forget about the men. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm just squeezing through these little spaces, these little aisles to get back
I ain't playing with
everything on the table looking right and exact. I haven't done a voiceover in a long time, and this video is like 42 minutes. So I am trying to say everything that I have to say without talking too much. Like, I don't know how people do this all the time. Like, and I love to watch people's voiceovers, but it's a lot. So right now you see me, I'm still setting up. I'm putting all the 8-ounce candles out first. I already have my teas up there. And then last but not least, I have to put my sages out. I think I already did that. I have to put my my anxiety relief roll-on oils. They go in those pink little bowls up top. I'm over here talking to my neighbor. She has some fire 420 treats. Kept me right the whole event. Shout out to Shani. So yeah, I'm sending you guys major love and light. You know, I ain't gonna lie. From here, that ass look like it's assing. I don't know. My daughter gave me hips. I ain't even gonna lie. She gave me a lot to work with. I just don't know what to do with it now. So shout out to my kid. You blessed, mommy. I got my turmeric dry scrub, and I have my anxiety bath salts right there. I'm trying to figure out where to put them. Like, where to put them? Where I go? Where I deal with? No, I'm not Jamaican. You know, I'm West African and Cherokee Indian. Thank you. These bath salts can also come in a form as a spirit bath or a spirit cleanse. So they're good for both, because the herbs and the oil that I use within it. So if you don't want to necessarily buy the spiritual herb bath kit, you can always get the bath salts. And that's just a straight purify, cleanse your aura, remove any negative energy hovering or trying to attach itself to your aura with that. So I really do like the anxiety bath salts that I customize. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all see this woman on the left right here? This is my left. I don't know if that's your left. Her sister broke my candle mid-show. And I said, you bumped my table when you broke that. And her sister gonna tell me, and she's from Poland, no disrespect to Poland people, but she's like, how do you know I broke it? Did you see it? I said, because I saw you with my own eyes, and so did other vendors. I said, listen, you don't need to get smart with me. You don't need to get sassy. We're both business women and we're both entrepreneurs. I said, respect as a woman. I came to you. I let you catch that cell. I didn't say nothing, and I said I wanted to talk to you inside. I said, but you being disrespectful and you getting spicy and you don't know where you at. I said, I've been coming to this event for 4 years. I've never seen you here, so you must be new. She's like, what does that matter? Bitch, it does matter, because if you knew who the fuck you was talking to, you would have said sorry and picked up that fucking candle and gave me my $25. And it wasn't even about the money, for real. It was about the principle of respect. If you would, our tables are closed. If you would have turned around and been like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I apologize, cool. I would have swept it under the rug, cool. Like, I would have paid for it back, or, you know, before I paid myself, I would have paid for that. You know what I mean? But you turned around and you got real crazy, you got real rude, and you don't even know where the fuck you at. We in Brooklyn. Like, so then, I don't know, but I feel like I gotta tell y'all this. So then I get heated, and I ain't gonna lie, I was about to snatch her up. Because spiritual don't mean I'm soft. It don't. It really don't. And spiritually, I would have snatched you up in this realm and the next. Please. So, she's talking crazy. I'm about to get a cell because a client is walking over. I was like, you know what? I'll see you at 8. What is that supposed to mean? I said, I'll see you at 8. When I tell you she left 2 hours before the event was over, and then the next day, she and her family didn't come back. Energy speaks. I'm very calm. I'm very nice. I'm very humble. Don't disrespect me. Because And this is my season. I'm a Cancer. Don't disrespect me, because it could go both ways. You understand? I don't disrespect nobody. Oh, that's my blood fighting a gate. That crystal is fire right there. Make sure you go to my website, read the definitions, because it's needed. I'm wearing it on my arm myself. This is a black obsidian. Definitely need that for grounding and protection. Head over to my site, grab you one. But yeah, so back to the lady. Like, after I caught a cell, I caught like a couple of cells, and I decided to make a video. I'm like, and I was heated. I'm like, this bitch right here, she gonna bump my table and break my candle. And when I asked her to compensate me for it, she starts to get hostile, a little racist, and aggressive. I didn't even tell you the racist slur she said, because I already knew she was speaking in Poland, or whatever language that is in Poland. I think it's Polish. I am right. I had my phone translate what she said. She said, and I quote, she said, I don't know what's wrong with this nigga bitch, but she's not going to do shit. Right? I was about to get up again, and this is spirit working in divine. I was about to get up and put my hands on her at this event, you guys. And then 4 customers came out of nowhere. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. TMI, that shirt was rising up. Told y'all it's a lot. It's the mom bod. It's the mom bod. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for the flashing. So I caught another sale, and then the vendor right next to me with the 420, she was like, yo, like she was being wild rude. Like everybody's seen her break your candle. And mind you, I've been coming to this event for 4 years, sometimes twice in 1 year. So I've been here very, very frequently. Sip, Shop, and Eat is one of my favorite events, especially when it's been a while or I'm trying to go out with a big bang. I definitely always book with Sip, Shop, and Eat. So for you to come into my little safe space here, disrespect me, break something, that's absurd. That's absurd. Yeah. You see her hand on her hip? It was her sister. It wasn't this one. It was her sister with like a little fedora on. Crazy works. I can't. It had me upset for a good while, not gonna lie. The devil was busy. But my angels was busier. You understand? So yeah, I'm really trying not to flash you guys. I'm sorry.
Why?
Sorry. But yeah, make sure you head over to my website. I'm doing so many services now. I do Oracle 7 energy readings. I also do distant Reiki, in-person Reiki, and I also do Reiki for animals. I also do Akashic Records Readings. And if you're not really sure what the Akashic Record is, let me give you a little 411 in that. So the Akashic Records is our archive system within our soul. It's our soul's imprint that tells us about our past lives, soul contracts, our life's purpose, and so much more. But I use it, and a lot of clients of mine, they like to understand, they soul contract with their children and their partners. They like to understand why their life is hard like this, what lessons did they not complete in their last life that's replaying in this life. I got access to Akashic Records when I was about 4.5 months pregnant, and I was having bad insomnia, like, oh my gosh. She would be most active at nighttime. I'm getting up to pee all night. I did not sleep at night. But when you become a certain sleep deprived, your mind goes into this other state, this other trance. Those are my anxiety rolling oils. Sold out within the first 4 hours. The Relax Me Baby is more of the floral note, and that's for anxiety and panic attacks. I also have a citrus-based one, which is good for PTSD, anxiety attacks, panic attacks, and mild seizures. That one. There we go. Citrus Madness. So back to the Akashic Records. So yeah, so that service on my website is $200. It is a 2-day reading. Once you pay for it, I'm going to text you, I'm going to email you a bunch of questions. Not too many questions. First, middle, last name, date of birth, where you were born, and what time. Okay? With that information, I will put myself in a trance-like deep meditative state. I don't, it's so much more to it, but I don't even know how to put it into words. I will go into a deep sleep, like a trance. There, I will open and access your soul's memory archive, which is the Akashic Record. From there, I will find out your soul contract, your soul's purpose, your life path, how many times you reincarnated on this earth, how old your soul is, how you died your last life. I have a lot of people that prefer not to know how they die in this life, and yeah, I prefer, I mean, if you want to know, I'll dive into it for you, but I prefer not. I prefer not. Let's leave death as the unknown. Unless I see a murder in your chart, or you getting murdered or something like that, then I'll tell you, you know. But yeah. So the Akashic Record is really deep. After my meditative state, I typically type everything that I seen, remember, heard, and then I send it to you as a PDF email so that you can read it, go over it. In the event that you want to do the Zoom anyway, the Zoom would just consist of me reading a few sentences from each category, like soul's purpose, soul's contract, life purpose, karmic debts, stuff like that. But I will not read the entire thing to you via Zoom. It's just going to be too lengthy. That's why as soon as I come out the trance state, I start to type, I start to write. Because it goes really, really fast and it's really intense. So these are my new crystals on my website. That's blue aquamarine. And I have that one on my necklace as well, which I love it. It's a revolving necklace in a sterling silver pendant, fire, with a brown leather chain. Yep. I don't know what she's asking me for, but this is one of the helpers at the sip shot and eat vendors. Oh, I remember now. I had to pay for that table because remember I told you guys I literally forgot my table at home, so I had to buy a table, which wasn't bad. I'm glad that was like their last table. I was glad I got to buy it on the spot. So typically sip shop and eat events are 2-day events. So I leave all my stuff here overnight. I come back Sunday and sell out, and then Sunday is the official pack-up day. So I have it in amethyst as well. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I sold a few of these too, and those both run for $35 on my website and at the event. So that was pretty dope. Very affordable. I'm really getting annoyed with my shirt up like that. Like, did I not feel it? Like, ugh. I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's that thickness. Thick body. But anyway, so I know I said quite a few things on this video, and I'm kind of getting tired of talking. So I'm going to put some music on, and I hope to see you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my TikTok. I am getting more comfortable posting again. I would just say postpartum was kicking my ass, you know, with the whole identity crisis, body shaming, all of that. This is the biggest I've been in my life, you know, but I know my body just went through an incredible, amazing experience that I prayed and I cried for and I healed myself for, was to know what it feels like to have a child and push her out. Although she was born at 29 weeks and I was induced 2 times and we almost died once and she slid out, I didn't even have to push. And now that's another story for another video that I can tell in depth about my preemie delivery story. But anyway, I'm sending you guys major love and light, soul sense. It's your girl Enjoli. Yeah, just watch me set up, break down. There's gonna be a part in the video where some lady takes my phone and uses it to set up her area with her daughter. And I just had to chuckle. I'm like, all right, well, they want to go viral. Let them go viral. You know, do the damn thing. But yeah, you see the tables coming along together. Everything is starting to look nice and clean, like nice and clean. Yeah. I'm just so grateful for all of you guys at the SoulSense family because, like I said, it was one thing pulling this beautiful idea out of my mind and running with it. But it was so powerful of you guys to open up, accept it, learn from it, and welcome it into your homes with open arms. SoulSense has successfully shipped to 34 states. I have successfully been in over 200 to 300 pop-up shops in the last 4 years. I've met so many wonderful business owners, so many wonderful event planners, and I intend to keep expanding on my network, keep meeting new clients, keep healing people, because when you heal your body, you will free your mind. You understand? And when you free your mind, you will heal your body. And I stand on that 10 toes down, absolutely. All right, abso-freaking-lutely. So enjoy the video and get a good laugh, and make sure you meet me where you need to meet me, which is at www.EnjoliSoulSense.com. Thank you so much. is that? What the fuck? Did you do that? You moved this over there? No?
No, it fell, and I thought.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I didn't even know I fell. Sorry. Okay, that's like, I'm gonna have to cut that out when I edit. Thanks. Right, hello. For real. Okay.
No, this is the section in my book. They said that y'all they wrote me here too. You can go.
Yeah, we can check with.
don't know. I'm just a little naive.
Oh. All right, everybody's here. We're setting up. That's what we're doing. I'm about to go back to my table, finish putting my candles on there. I am so excited, SoulSense. It's been 15 months since I've been in a pop-up shop. As you know, I became a mom 15 months ago, and I decided to take a break from in-person sales. But I want to thank each and every person that has continued to book and purchase off of my website. I couldn't do this without you guys. So I'm sending you guys major love and light. And I'm not done yet. I gotta add our world famous candles there. But this is new to the site. Yeah, I'm so excited.